What's up, guys? My name is Adele. This is my client, Connor. Connor's been with me for quite a while. And before we start, Connor, just want to make sure I haven't paid you to be on this, on this call, right?
No, no,
You're on
no
here with
payment
your
been
on your
taken.
own choice.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. I want to do an interview with Connor. Connor's situation is genuinely, it's one of those where it started out rough, and you had the hustle, you had the mentality, you had everything. You just needed the resources and how to actually start moving forward and some steps to move forward. So pretty much the ideal client, the ideal person I would love to work with. um, we definitely have been through our ups and downs, and yeah, I mean Connor's here now, so I'm excited to ask you a few questions. Let's just start, with the question everybody wants to know. What did you start out with us whenever you first joined, and
As in monthly revenue.
when did you scale up to?
As in like monthly revenue.
Monthly revenue, yeah.
Okay. When I started, I think I was stuck at about 5 or 6 thousand a month. I couldn't figure out how to get past that. This last month we just did 25,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
In November?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
November.
Yeah, November.
And
Uh,
where are you located at? Like just state,
Utah.
Utah? Fair
Yeah.
enough. So you definitely do face a little winter down there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
awesome,
8
man.
right now.
That's awesome. So fair enough. And I guess, one of the bigger questions I want to ask you is, you obviously did the work you did yourself, right? It's not like I went in there and I ran your ads
Yeah.
or I filmed your ads. You had to do that.
Mhm.
But what do you think was the main benefit that you got working with us?
I would say direction was my biggest thing. So when I started, I had this belief that like only one person can run your business. Um, and so when I got on the program, I was looking for like, I don't know if you remember, it was like a one solution thing. I was like, I need you to teach me how to run Google Ads and then I'm good. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And then after we got the Google Ads style, then I had no idea what to do next. I was like, what's the next way to grow the company? And instead of messing around with all these different techniques and testing for years, I went to you and we figured out a plan to scale up each avenue of my business. That being said, when I got started, I had no idea what was next. Once I joined the program, I knew what step one was, step two was, and step three was. And then I know what all of the next steps are to grow my company and the current constraints. That was the biggest benefit from the program for me.
Hell yeah. And I think genuinely it's you took some of what we taught you. You also put in your own work, your own research, and you just did your own stuff, and you combined all of that together with the direction that was given, and you actually worked on that advice. You didn't
Yeah,
just take the advice, hear it, and then goes out the other ear. You actually did stuff with it, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
so a lot of the success, 100%, a lot of the success, the credit goes to you at the end of the day. I don't want
yeah,
to ever make it seem like the credit goes to me. All I offered, again, and that's why you joined, is that direction, the next steps, and what to do. Um, and you did it. So for
yeah,
that, congratulations, dude. Um, it's incredible, like for you and your family. I mean, now you guys, I'm sure it feels a lot better now than what it did before. You're more
yeah,
stable, you're more consistent.
yeah,
Sure you can sleep at night a lot better now, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
for
tell
sure.
me, like, everybody talks about the money, but how does it feel going from that point that you are at stuck to
Yeah,
now? And you know how to grow. That's the thing.
yeah, yeah,
You're not just making more money. You're not a lot more knowledgeable on it. So
yeah.
how does it feel?
Dude, it feels great. Anybody who's been in a business that like makes 5,000 a month, you make nothing. I mean, after ad spend, after all of the costs of being in business and 100-hour work weeks, you're walking away with the same as the guy who's working at McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Like the amount of stress that you feel during those times, it's terrible. I mean, it's one of those the hardest periods of business that you have to go through to get there. With that being said, after I passed that level and we hit our first $20,000 a month, I remember being like, dude, I can go on vacation and nothing breaks. Like I can step out for 5 minutes and I have a team and systems in place to help out with the things that need to be done. Um, the amount of freedom that I have to go do other things as well. I mean, we have 3 vehicles right now. I mean, like It's not about like the watches and the cars and those things. Those are nice. But at the end of the day, bro, you can eat where you want to eat. You
Yeah.
can you can go where you want to go. You can be subscribed to what you want to be subscribed to. It's the big thing. It's like the little bits in life that you actually change a lot when you break the income barrier to the point where you're not constantly stressed about what's next. That was the biggest change for me.
Thing back then for me, right? It's like I was never able to just go and spend, $70 on stuff
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I was
Right.
never able to do
Yeah.
that.
You're like
Um,
now you can get Chipotle every day, bro. It's like
yeah.
that's
So
the change, man. Is it goes from everything feels like a burden when you're low. Like
mhm.
every $5 bill, you're like, dude, if I go this route, I can save a buck. If I go this route, I can save a buck. When you don't have to worry about that anymore, there's a level of stress that's off your shoulders.
Yeah.
It's a life
You're
changer.
able to live,
Yeah.
you're able to live instead of stressing the whole time. So a lot of these interviews, man, like it's all about the numbers and everything. And we will step into that obviously, but I think I think it's also a good idea to step into like how it actually feels to go from
Yeah.
the point where you're stuck, you don't know what to do, to now, not only do you make the amount of money to have the financial freedom you have, but you know how to make more. And
Mhm.
worst case, you lose it all, you know how to get it back, right? It's
Yeah.
like you have everything,
Mhm.
It's you're too smart and you know too much to go back,
Yeah.
right? That's the
Exactly.
biggest thing. So there's always like that comfort. It's like, dude, I'm set.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm good. There was a certain point in time because I don't want to make it seem like everything went smoothly because it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
There was a certain point in time where you actually wanted to stop. I
Mhm.
remember things weren't going well. You're like, hey man, I got to step out of the program. I don't want to do
Yeah.
this, right? Um, do you think it was worth staying?
The answer is 100% yes. Like it was the best decision of my life to stay. The program has not like made my business like at all.
Yeah.
With that being said, the amount of tricks and techniques I learned to progress my business that I've only learned here. I mean, there's things from like some of the techniques, I don't like share everything, but like some of the techniques you showed me, I can, run that and be set. And I didn't know before. So like when I wanted to quit, I was making, I think like 7,000 a month at that point, something like that. I remember actually we were really striving for that 10,000 mark was like my biggest goal.
Google ads were struggling, I think,
Yeah.
at that
Yeah, they
point.
were it was tough. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I'm spending so much money on Google. It's not working. I'm blowing money, whatever it is. And then it was just that one final push. I remember I talked to you and we determined that like if it's not working in X amount of time, call it quits then. But like let's go all in for a little longer. It was the best decision to stay because dude, at the end of the day, you get one chance to make a that decision, right? Like
Yeah.
after I leave the program, my mind's already out of it. When I chose to stay, I was more in it, which I think was the problem originally. Um, you rededicate all your time back into the program, and then right as you do that, bro, you see the numbers go up with the amount of effort you put in. So, it was one of the best decisions I've ever made this day.
Honestly, it was I think the biggest breakthrough I had, at least with you, that I felt like gave you progress was whenever we just kind of took a look at the bigger picture. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's just step back from the statistics of the Google ads and the cost per click and everything. Let's just step back and see what we actually need to do.
Hmm.
And that's whenever we introduced meta ads, right? We were introducing meta ads right at that point,
Hmm.
and we are stepping into them. And that's when I think things started to sort of scale up a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm super grateful to have you as a client. I'm glad that you actually did this and went through with it.
Yeah.
It's incredible to see a transformation. It's incredible to see like you go from where you were to where you're at. And it's one of those things where I know you would have made it to this point regardless of the program. It's not whether you would have or not. It's just how much
Exactly.
faster did you get there with the program? If it was
So,
as easy as just recording a couple ad videos and posting them, everybody would be making
yeah.
20K,
If the
15K.
first one worked every time, I would have
Yeah.
made a lot more money by now.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Oh,
it's just like you get three types of people, right? It's like the first type that just tries it one time and it actually does work, and then they keep trying it forever and ever and ever, and because they got the result right away. And you get the type that tries it once or twice, doesn't work, never tries it again. It's like, I'm done. And then you get the type like you who does try it, fails like 3 or 4 times, then tries it again, then and then boom, it just goes up.
Yeah. And then that it's the best feeling. It's definitely worth the reward.
Love to hear it, man. I guess if you had to, and truthfully, right? No sugarcoating, no anything. If you could talk to someone that's in your position whenever you first start out, right? And have them join this program, what would you tell them if they were on the hook of like joining something like this? Maybe not just this program, but they're thinking about joining someone else, right? What would you tell them if they were in your position?
Yeah. I would say it's going to be hard, and that regardless of the mentor you pick, it's going to be hard. The fact that you're looking at spending thousands on a mentor tells me that you're a hard enough worker to make it work, though. Um, the grind doesn't stop depending on who you pick, and the purchaser of the program makes the program a lot more than the maker of the program. And so if you go into any mentorship or any course or whatever it is, 100%, and you're just looking to grab something out of it, I guarantee it'll be worth every cent you pay for it. If you're going to go in there and just expect like, hey, I made my payment, when am I going to hit 20 a month? Like, when's my return going to come? You're not going to make it, and it's not going to work. It takes you more than it takes anything else. And until you're willing to make it work with the program, without the program, whatever, it won't work. I mean, you got to be the bread maker in your business. And so if you can't figure that out, then even if it does the smartest guy in the world here and can give you all the outlines and blueprints, there's absolutely nothing Adele can do to make your business.
Out of the dozens of interviews I've done, I think that's the best one yet.
Yeah.
It's like when I ask that question to everybody, I think that's the best reply yet. Is like, yeah, you can't expect. Here's the best way to describe it. If you go into it thinking it's a shortcut of work, not a shortcut of time. If you go into it thinking it's a shortcut of work, it's the wrong mentality. If you go into it thinking it's going to be just as hard, but it's going to cut the time in half, that's the right mentality to go into it. So if you're trying to shortcut time, not work, it's a good idea to do it. If you're trying to shortcut work, it's not going to work.
Then
I
go
mean,
into
it's easier for some, right? For some people, you get lucky. That's just the reality. For some people, you get lucky. You might put in a couple hours into one video, and then you're making 10 grand a month. For
yeah.
others, it takes a lot more than that.
Yeah.
It really depends on your scenario.
Yeah. I mean, you're the constraint. At every point of your business, you're the problem. If you don't know how to fix it, then that's on you. So um, that's where programs like this one have helped me, because I realized I wasn't the guy who could run a successful Google Ads campaign. When I talked to you, I was bragging about like 2x return on ad spend. I was like, this is what I've done. You see, I spend 2 grand a
Yeah.
month and I make four. It's a money printing machine, man. And I realized at that point, I was like, I cannot scale a business at 2x. I mean, we're making nothing. And
Yeah.
so you have to have some level of self-realization in business that, you know what, I'm not going to cut it and I'm not good enough. And that's why it's not even like I can't afford to not spend the money on this program. That's my mindset. Um, it's too expensive for me to go another route, because the money it's going to cost me in the future by not knowing how to run Google Ads profitably is going to be way more than whatever it does going to charge me.
At the end of the day, yeah, whether you're thinking about doing this program, whether you're thinking about doing someone else's program, you just need to decide, hey, I'm actually going to be fully committed to this. This is the goal I want. I'm going to put in the amount of work I need to put in to get to that goal.
Yeah.
A mentor is going to help you save a lot of time. But yeah, I mean, you got to be willing to pull through no matter what, right?
Yeah.
You can't think that without this mentorship, I'm not gonna work. If that makes sense. Like you got to know I'm gonna do this regardless of this mentor or not, right? But this guy's gonna help me get there faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Cameron wants to see the cat. All right. I don't wanna make you sit here a lot longer, Connor. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for coming to the interview. Thank you for actually chatting with me. And we'll just we'll wrap this up with everybody. I hope this was helpful to someone that's watching this video, maybe in Connor's situation that's feeling stuck around that point and just wanted to keep growing. If you do, there's gonna be a link below to book a call with me, or even DM me on Instagram if you're not comfortable booking a call, and maybe we can work it out. But yeah, thanks for watching and thank you for coming, Connor. And that'll be the
Thanks,
end of
Ben.
that.
Yeah, thanks, Ben.